Hello, and welcome to another transmission from the Velvet Revolution. I believe this is episode 58, as as planned as we can be, and we're on the letter F today. So, welcome to you all, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, and I hope that you find today's conversation enlightening and what you need on this difficult time that we find ourselves. I'm joined as ever by my friend Dave Noble, and my name is Ben Royce. How you doing, Dave?
I'm a mixed bag of fruit today.
A mixed bag of fruit. Nice.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah. Is that right? Is that how you'd say it? A mixed bag of fruit? Or would you say like a mixed punnet of fruit?
I've got no idea which metaphor you're reaching for, so I'm going to leave you to go with bag or punnet, whichever feels best for
Yeah.
you.
Well, we was just comparing grottiness. Not grottiness,
Mm.
that's the wrong word.
Grogginess.
Yeah. Is it grogginess? Gruffness.
Mm.
Something like that, just I feel a bit I've
Yeah.
got something that's coming through me in a minute. I'm sitting here in my wool, I've got my wool cardigan, a
Mm-hmm.
wool underlayer garment that you'd probably wear if you was like skiing or something.
Right.
It would fit well with a pair of long johns.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in like coming into sort of like mid-June, and I think it's like I'm in midsummer, like at this
Yeah.
time in June. It's like, what is going on? And it's not just where I live, it's pretty national, isn't it? Even in
Mm.
Europe, certain
Mm.
parts of Europe. So a bit bonkers at the moment. And with it, I feel got a bit of lurgs. I think the winds are blowing in some scuzz from you lot. It's coming down here. And we've got festivals. I was at the festival last weekend,
Oh yeah,
surrounded
yeah, yeah. How was that?
surrounded by London. I'm not
Mm.
going to say London scuzz because that sounds really bad, doesn't it? What I mean by that is lurgy. People bring lurgy.
Non-locals.
Yeah,
Non-locals.
yeah. Pollinating the lurgs, spreading the
Mm.
germs around. Um, so I'm that. That's how I feel a bit like that in a minute. And I sent you the photos just before we got on for this.
Mm-hmm.
And I've not spoke to you about it, so I'm going to check in with it, right? Because I'm still sort of processing it. I got caught. I was in the epicenter of a freaking quite mad bit of drama yesterday.
Mm.
Pretty
Yeah.
crazy, and I was caught up in it for about an hour and a half. I couldn't go anywhere. I was like inadvertently taken captive by the authorities.
Okay.
That sounds really bad, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What the authorities were, police, fire response unit, and ambulance crew,
Yeah.
right? Because there was an RTA. Um, for anyone that doesn't know what that is, it's a road traffic accident here in the UK.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
had
know
to
what
check a minute in my head where you're going with that.
I don't know what they call it in America. It's probably something a little bit more spectacular than just an RTA. I don't know what they call it. Do you know what they call it? Does
No
anyone
idea.
know what they call it? Um, Anyway, an RTA. So I was just minding my own business, and I remember I was feeling pretty freaking chuffed with myself because I got up early yesterday and I started my day. It's just one of them days where everything goes in flow, everything just
Mm-hmm.
goes right, and I always get quite. It just makes me feel good that I'm being productive. And I repotted a tomato plant into a bigger basin for it to flourish.
Yeah.
So that was part of it.
Yeah.
And then
Winning.
I went,
Yeah.
and then I went into my bike shed and removed all of my indicator lights off my bike because I've bought some snazzy little bullet ones that I want to put on, chrome ones that look more stylish, a bit better.
Okay.
And so I was quite pleased with myself that I managed to unplug and take all the wiring out. And I was on my way to Carlo's workshop because he was going to help me weld them. He was going to do two, I was going to do two.
Mm-hmm.
under his instruction. He's like my mechanic sensei, right?
Yep.
So I'm on the way to him, and he's on the lane. He's on the lanes, right? And where we are down here, there's a lot of them, and I'm driving along, just really buzzing. Like I'm just having a good day, and I'm not far from him. I'm not far from him at all. I nearly got to him, and then I'm behind this. I didn't really take note of the car, but I'm behind the car on the lanes, and I'm at a
Hmm.
safe distance because I've learned to
Are you on
drive.
your motorbike? Yeah.
No, no, no. I'm driving four
You're
wheels,
driving. Okay.
car,
All right.
car, car, and um, and I'm at a safe distance, but I'm behind this car in front of me.
Yeah.
And just as we're both sort of coming around a corner to the left, where it bends to the left on a country lane, I saw through what I saw was like a blue vehicle on
Hmm.
our side of the road coming towards us around the bend. And at that point, it all went in slow motion because what
Right.
happened was the guy in front of me was like, fuck, quickly yanked to the left to try and get into out of the way, which was the hedge, basically.
Yep.
The van, it was a blue camper van,
Right.
right? A modern one, not one of them old school, like,
Hmm.
freaking,
VW ones.
yeah, not
Yeah.
one of them, right? Um, did the opposite, so he swerved to the left to recorrect to get onto the right side of the road because it was on our side of the road. And as they both did that, the collision impact, I mean, we was doing about 40 mile an hour. So anyone at home listening to this little tale, right? At 40 miles an hour impact, it shunted the van, right? The wheel, the front of on the driver's side car crunched all the way down, took his wheel off at the axle and
Whoa.
went
Okay.
under where he was sitting, right? No, I didn't notice till I got out, and because I had to go and I was the first on scene, man. I had
Yeah.
to help
Yeah.
him,
Yeah.
right? And then the van flipped like you'd see in the movies. It was all in slow motion, man, right in front of me, and ended up on its roof, upside down with fluid dripping out the freaking engine, right? And I'm like,
Whoa.
so I've obviously stopped by now, got out, put my hazards on, got out. There's no one behind me. There's no one on the other side. So I'm the only one there at this point, right? And I've gone running up to the van. I didn't sort of, you've got that. Well, I don't know if you've ever been in this situation. I've
Nope.
never. But you see it in the movies where there's fluid dripping out and people
Yeah.
in the motor and they're trapped. They're upside down, man. And they were quite an elderly couple, and they were just hanging there. And I'm just like, first thing I did is put my hand on the fluid, smelt it, and I could smell the chemical in there. And I thought, it's not petrol, it's not diesel. I didn't know what it was, but I thought, because you got a head full of movies, man, you just think it's just going to explode any minute now, and you've got
which
seconds to get them out.
which is a myth, isn't it?
It
Apparently,
is,
cars don't do that.
yeah, because I'll tell you more in a minute, right? So,
Okay.
so for anyone listening, this is quite handy to know, right? So if ever you're in this situation, just yeah. So I'm on my hands and my knees at the window, and they're Dutch. I knew this because after we spoke, right? But they're Dutch. They're not from England, so they were on the other side of the van, So driver, left hand side driving, right?
Hmm.
And they're just hanging there upside down, and she's just like they're all in shock. The driver's in shock. I can hear him. Thank God that my blessing was that I didn't have to scrape his brains off the road
Mm.
because I could hear him cussing, and all he was doing, he's a young dude, right? And I could hear him as I'm trying to help the couple. I could hear him going, "My fucking car's written off. Fuck's sake, I've just paid for a new fucking windscreen and my car's written off. You was on the wrong side of the road." He was just going off on one, right?
Yeah.
It was like madness, man. So I'm trying to get these couple out. I couldn't get the door open. And I was telling her, I was saying, unwind the window, get the window down. And she just didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
So then I had to go around the other side of the van, which I could only just do because the van took up the whole. You've seen the photos, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was sideways along the lane. It's a tight
Mm.
lane. It was a tight lane. by the time I got round, the guy had crawled out for his smashed window, which was
Right.
completely collapsed. And he's got a few cuts and stuff, but nothing mad. And everyone's safe. And we managed to get her out. And then a woman pulled up, and she's already on her phone calling, services. And then out of nowhere, a police motorbike turns up. I've got some help. Yeah, for a short while, maybe it was just a minute or two, but it felt like 10 minutes. I was on my own trying to deal
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a really chaotic situation. And do you know what? Right, when the policeman came, I went up to the young dude. I manhandled him. I got him by his shoulders, right? And I sort of just squeezed him a bit. I went, mate, you got to get a fucking grip, right? Everyone's in shock, right? You're all safe. Fuck your car. It's a bit of metal. You'll get your money back. It's a write-off. You're gonna get some money. You can buy another car, right? You're alive, all right? You're fucking lucky. You should be dead, all right?
Hmm.
And he kind of managed to dial it in a little bit because he was just shouting and kicking his car and having a go at these Dutch couple. Now, to be fair, they were on our side of the
Yeah, I
road.
was going to say, they sound a little bit culpable.
And I was talking to the guy, and I was like, "What happened, man? What I've got to a statement. I've got to be honest, man. I saw it. You were on our side of the road. What happened?" And he was like, "Oh, he was in shock. He was just, oh, like I just, I'm from Netherlands. He's Dutch, and he's like, I just had a lapse. Basically, had a brain fart." And he
Hmm.
forgot what side of the road he was on. So anyone listening, right? If you come into England, just pay attention, right? What side of the road you are meant to be on. I've been driving on other sides of the road. I did it in America where I dropped someone off at their hotel in America,
Hmm.
and I pulled out of the front car park of the hotel onto the
The
British
other
side of
side.
the road.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was a straight road, and it was quite late at night, and there wasn't a lot of traffic. But the first car I saw within seconds flashed and bipped and made sure that I got over. So it happens, man.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
on a country lane where we are, this is I'm stunned that there wasn't a fatality.
Yeah,
The young guy should have got it because his car was fucked. Have you
right.
seen the photo properly?
Not properly because I
Uh,
literally just saw him just before we got on.
Anyway, I'm gonna leave my checking at that. So I'm still sort of like, it was just mad. It was just a bit mad. You know what I mean? I'm still sort of replaying that slow-mo thing that happened where it just right in front of me. And do you know what? Another thing for anyone listening, there's a reason we're told to not be up someone's arse, right? Don't be up
Yeah.
people's arses, right? Don't be up people's arses because your brake response time, because I was driving safely and we were driving at 40 mile an hour, I was able to put my anchors on and avoid getting crushed by the van
Mm,
because it would have landed on my car.
right.
I would have got caught up in that kerfuffle even more so than I really wanted to be, you know. But I made some good mates. I made mates with the fire crew.
Oh, right. I thought you were about to say that the Dutch couple are now staying in your house.
No. The fire crew, man, they were like really cool and they turned up and I learned loads and I was talking to them about everything, how it all played out. And they were like, yeah, we're fucking stunned. Normally at this sort of thing, we're put people out that ain't alive, you know what I mean? And all this serious shit going on.
Right.
And it's like, they were stunned, but it's because they said 40 mile an hour. If it was 60, different story. 40 mile an hour is pretty serious still, but
Well,
not
when
on a
I did
bike.
my speed awareness course from when I got caught speeding last,
Mm.
they said why they only do safety tests up to 30 miles an hour, and they asked
What?
us why, and they said because after 30 miles an hour, you are, the chances are you're going to die.
A grape.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
was like, oh, that's a well, it was that kind of course, where they just kind of make it as bleak as possible.
It's mad. Anyway, look, on a brighter note, I'm very excited because I'm going to another festival this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
down here, although it's pretty mad weather.
Yeah.
Very windy. We've got a yellow wind warning, whatever that is. And but I'm
It's not
gonna
going to be
go.
yellow wind. It's not going to be what it is.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go and hang out there because I know someone that's playing, and it's gonna be really cool. Yeah,
Nice.
Amy Winehouse's old band are playing
Ah,
with our mate Beth, who's fronting it,
lovely.
singing all the bangers that are Amy Winehouse songs with the original
Cool.
band that she used to do it with. So that's gonna be pretty cool.
That'd be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be really good. Anyway, oh, go on.
Well, I was going to ask what was the festival was like last weekend.
Yeah, that was good. Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was lovely. Weather was nice. Went there on day one. Um, went there on day two. Hung out. It's really lovely. Yeah, I saw. Have you heard of Chevy Metal?
No,
Chevy Metal.
no.
All right. Any rock fans out there who love your rock, it don't matter who or where the rock's from. If you love your rock, there's a rock tribute band called Chevy Metal.
Okay.
I've never heard of him. Like Ben's drummer Ivan, who's a proper like, you know,
Yep.
he goes, Dave, we've got to go and watch Chevy Metal, man. They're over from America, LA, Los Angeles. They're over from California, and they're touring. They're doing their first British tour, and they've never done a festival, and this is their first festival. And I was like, right, who is Chevy Metal? And he goes, Taylor Hawkins' band that he set up is Chevy Metal
Okay.
before he passed away.
Right. Okay.
Anyone that's not sure who Taylor Hawkins is, Foo Fighters drummer who
Right.
passed away tragically. So he set it up. It's been
Mm-hmm.
going. It's just one of his side hustles that he used to do for
Yeah.
shits and giggles. And his son Shane Hawkins is now the drummer.
Okay.
And it was fucking amazing, man. Did I send you the drum solo that he did?
No, no, you didn't.
I'll send it to you, man. Oh my God, incredible. Incredible. So anyone that loves their rock, check out Chevy Metal. You will not be disappointed.
Okay.
That was the highlight of it all.
Right.
The highlight of it all. Yeah. And I bear witness to Simon Pegg getting harassed by everyone, even in VIP area, which is a bit wrong to be
Yeah.
harassing someone in there. But
Was he just too celebrity? Were people just like,
he's
I want to
Hollywood,
talk
isn't
to him?
he? He's
Yeah.
Hollywood now, man. Like pretty much. So
Yeah.
he ain't just spaced anymore, is he? Or Shaun of the Dead. He's big shit.
Yeah.
So he got harassed, but quite funny. Every time I saw him, he had a cornetto in his hand. For real, honestly, I'm not kidding you. He had a cornetto
Okay. All
every
right.
time. Yeah,
Do you think that's because they kept on melting while people are hassling him? He never actually got to eat one.
I think he just likes cornetto.
Okay.
So
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little bit, yeah, I'm a little bit hoarse, a little bit. I think my hay fever is having a morning, feeling a little bit, yeah, a little bit groggy. And yeah, I've been, yeah, the early mornings, I've really been buying into them, this morning sunlight, and I've been getting up at sort of like I woke up this morning at 4:30, just sort of naturally with the sunlight. And I've been doing that a lot over the past few weeks and going for walks in the morning and just, yeah, just making the most of it really.
What time do you go to bed? Out of interest.
Well, that means I then go to bed about sort of 8:30, 9. I sort of switch off at that
Wow.
point.
And what you're in bed you actually get in bed or you're reading or what are you up
Yeah,
to?
yeah. Normally I sort of get into bed, 8:30, 9, read something, normally pass out. Yeah.
Testament to the great work you do in the schools.
Mm,
That's gonna do it.
yeah.
Do you think? Is that part of it? Just
Well, yeah, probably exhaustion from that as well. Yeah.
just like crawling into your freaking pit, going,
Yeah.
oh, I got just got to sleep. Can't function, can't open
Can't
my
function
eyes.
anymore. But yeah, it's literally like I'll be watching something on TV and then realise I just haven't been conscious for the last 10 minutes of it, and I'm watching the credits.
I think that's
So
middle-aged nod out.
yeah, yeah, it's that as well.
I think that's middle-aged nod out. I bear witness to so many people I know who just like do that. I'm one of them, man. Like,
Mm,
I start nodding out,
yeah.
like as if I'm on smack. It's like middle-aged smack, middle-aged smackhead.
So
Um,
yeah, so this morning, this morning, I actually I've given myself a day off because I think I've overdone it a bit. I've been doing a lot of exercise and a lot of moving, and so this morning I woke up at 4:30, and I thought, no, I'm going to stay in bed. So I've had a really lazy morning, and it's been really nice.
do you reach for your phone when you're in bed?
I don't because I keep my phone the other side of the bedroom
Oh,
charging
good
overnight.
man, good man.
So I try not to. But this morning I quite uh I wanted to listen to something, so I got my phone and put my speaker on.
Mm.
Have
Yeah,
you listened to the new Boards of Canada album?
who are they? I've not even heard who they are.
Oh, okay.
You
The
need to
Boards of
share that.
Canada are a ambient electronic band on Warp Records.
Oh,
They've
Warp
re-
Records,
yeah
really?
they've
Okay.
released they are like a sort of they've just released their latest album and everyone's going nuts about it. So I want
I'm
to
not
listen.
down with I don't read Mixmag or NME or anything like that. Big shout
Okay.
out to Mixmag and NME. Yeah, share it with me,
Yeah,
please.
it's lovely. It's really nice. So yeah, I just wanted something chilled to listen to. So I put that on and just sort of went back to sleep. It was nice.
Lovely.
Um, yeah, and it's been I mean, bearing in mind we did Euphoria last weekend.
Ah,
I'm
yes.
just going to link that in because, like, you went to a festival last weekend, and last Sunday I went to North London, and I've it was like carnival. It was like
What was that? What's it called? What was it called?
what the it was North. It was
Oh,
the
it
Arsenal
was called Arsenal celebrating winning a goal. Yeah.
and I reckon they reckon there was nearly a million people there. It felt like it.
You
Sister,
gl- can I
we
just
walked
interrupt
around.
you? Can I just interrupt a minute, right? For anyone who's watching this live, not live, it's pre-recorded. Um, you may have just seen Ben glitch. You just did a glitch again,
Oh,
buddy.
did it? Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. So yeah, I glitched, but I
But
it
Benny's
was
AI. Ben's a
it,
robot.
it was through joy. Joyful glitch. Yeah, so it was just a really lovely day, and it was just yeah, the crowd, the people were just yeah, it was really beautiful.
I'm really
So
pleased. I keep saying it. I'm really pleased for
yeah, so
you, because
it was a euphoric day, and then I unfortunately had to go back to work on Monday. It just the realities of life crashed back around my ears. So
yeah.
yeah, there we go.
I saw, and it was in the laundrette. Yes, people, I go to a laundrette, and I love it. It's part of my social. So, but
Okay.
I love it. I love going to a laundrette, man. Where it don't
Yeah.
matter where I am in the world, I'll go and seek out a laundrette and do, because you only travel so many clothes if I'm working abroad or something, and I might be over there for a
Mm-hmm.
month. If I'm somewhere for a month or two, whatever, I'll I'll go and sit in a laundrette, man. It's a great way to meet people and explore and get under the skin of where you are staying, where you
Okay.
are. And I was in there in the week, and there was a lone gooner.
Yeah.
The only one in the West Country that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Weirdly, there was none at the festival last weekend.
No, I wonder where they were.
I didn't see any Arsenal tops.
No,
They
because
must have all been up
they were
London.
all literally there were people coming from everywhere. I mean, me and Lots got the train back from King's Cross at about 5:30, and bearing in mind the parade had finished at least an hour earlier, there
Yeah.
was, as in the bus going round and with the players on showing the trophy off, and there were still people getting off the train in Arsenal tops. I mean, it was just. I spoke to my son, and Casper hadn't got. Um, he hadn't got up there till about 2 o'clock, and then he hadn't. He didn't. He said, "I said, did you see the bus?" And he was like, "No." he just joined the party. He said it was like a block party. He helped. He got involved in some jerk chicken and some rum and yeah, with there's just a huge crowd of people on the street.
There's plenty of jerk chicken on Holloway Road and freaking
Yeah,
Seven Sisters Road,
yeah.
mate.
So yeah, he was over. He said yeah, it was great. He said it was the only
Oh,
shame was that he had to go to work the next day, so he had to leave relatively early. But yeah, he said it was just one
nice.
big party. It was lovely.
Do you know what, right? Seven Sisters Road in London is, and Holloway a little bit, but Seven Sisters Road, I used to have to get off, I used to get off at Finsbury Park and walk
Hmm.
half of Seven Sisters Road and then hook a right and go up. And I used to do a lot of work when I was working with the Amy Winehouse Foundation. They had a little bit of a unit there that we used to do some work for some local services. It was really great, you know,
Yeah,
local community and people that are struggling who got referred to this community hub. It was for people with mental health issues. It was a really cool place. And I used to love that area because it had like they had the best Moroccan food down there that I could go and get all the Moroccan food because I had an expense account. Thank you, Amy. You know, thank you, Amy. I've got to thank Amy for that. And where I could, you know, go and help, you know, help people, and I would host these workshops and be part of these groups that we used to facilitate. And I'd always, you know, who wants some Moroccan food? Go and get a load of Moroccan food, bring it back,
Hmm.
you know, have a little buffet. That area's got so many amazing places to eat,
Yeah, yeah,
like culturally, you know,
yeah,
food of the world.
yeah.
And that's what, you know, we should focus on, not all the other shit that everyone
Mm.
focuses on, which is it's bad, you know. I think it's a good thing. I wish there was more of that down here,
Yeah,
out here. This is what I miss. I'm fucking pissed. I'm it's it's so many freaking fish and chips you can eat, man, with mushy peas.
yep.
I mean, granted, they are the best
They are
fish
very
and
good.
chips
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
possibly eat, but we lack culturally. We lack, you know. I'm not into pasties, man. I'm not. I'm not into pasties.
That's controversial. We just lost a load of listeners now.
Nah, I don't give a fuck. You know, I feel like culturally, let's blend.
Yeah,
Can learn a lot on
yeah,
your palate, from your palate, from the
yeah.
eating, from the experience of talking to people who are providing that food for you, learning about their cultures, understanding people. We are all one, man.
That was what was so beautiful about it. It was a complete mishmash of everybody in North London. It was just fantastic. I started talking to this bloke next to me, and he'd come over from Rwanda in 2009, I think he said,
Mm,
and he was a massive Arsenal fan, and he was showing me his nephew, who was over in America, and
wow.
he was in his full Arsenal kit, trying to watch it all on TV. And he said that all his family were back in Rwanda, and they all had their Arsenal kits on, and were celebrating over there. It was just yeah, it was just beautiful.
Do you reckon he calls it soccer or football?
I didn't actually ask him.
Because I feel like I'm not really, you know, as you know, I'm not really that invested in it. I can give two shits really, but I do give a shit about the fact that I feel, you know, they've adopted their own, they create their own sport, which where, you know, not being funny, sorry, any Americans, but, you know, have you ever watched rugby?
Mm.
You know, where's the padding? I mean, maybe the Americans want something because they don't get cauliflower ears.
Yeah, but they do get a lot of serious brain injuries. So yeah,
What, the ruggers or the,
both of them,
yeah,
both of them.
smashing heads together?
Mm. Have you seen that Will Smith film about the
Which
doctor?
one?
That there's a one. He plays a doctor that uncovers this link between American football and like serious brain injuries.
I think I've seen uh,
Documentary.
the actual where it's the actual dude, not
Yeah,
some Hollywood actor playing the dude. Yeah, not sure. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of evidence. Well, it's factual. It's fact.
Yeah,
People
it is.
can die from banging their heads together.
Yeah. Who'd have thought it?
Bit crazy, isn't it?
Mm.
Anyway, all in the name of the love of sport for entertainment and
Mm.
pleasure. Okay. Anything we need to report?
I don't think so. I don't know.
All right, let's crack on then. Let's get
Yeah.
straight into it. If you are listening now and you've only just joined us and you kind of like the vibe, I'm gonna say it now. Get it in early. Like just fucking whatever you're listening to. There's buttons, right? Look at them, see what they do, and then respond accordingly. Right? If you like it.
Uh-huh.
Subscribe and leave a comment.
Yeah, yeah. Join us. Send us some stuff to work with. Tell us
Yeah.
about yourself.
And if you don't like what you're hearing, what are you fucking still listening to my voice for? Go and get on with your life and watch something else or do something else. And if you feel compelled to, I don't know, leave us your comments on how shit we are, feel free. Okay, so don't know why I say that. This is silly, isn't it? Right, anyway, it's just me trying to
you
downplay the
know,
fact that I'm doing what I'm doing. I just feel it feels so icky to me doing that. It really does.
yeah. Mm.
All right, whose turn is it to pick this week?
It is your turn to pick.
Okay, I wasn't sure about that, but I was anticipating that it might be. So let me get the
Yep.
list up. And my mic positioning is
Is
in
it
the
blocking
way.
your screen?
Yeah, hang on a minute. Right. Oh, okay. Mm-mm. Um, okay, so we're on letter E F, right?
F. Yep. F for
Yep.
Freddy.
I was gonna say F for foreskin. I don't know why. It's just go straight into that.
Oh, that reminds me. Last week we talked
Freddy Foreskin. That's a good
Freddy
name for.
Foreskin.
That's a really good name for something, isn't it?
Well, if you were in some sort of punk band, yeah.
I'm gonna.
We talked about this book last week because we were talking about
Oh,
different words
please,
for erections. And seeing as you mentioned foreskin, I'm just gonna pop that in the camera.
please. Can you just whilst I'm just writing down Freddy Foreskin actually because I really like that. That could be a character name for something. Freddy Foreskin. All right, there we go. Anyone that's got a punk band that they're forming and they want a, Sid Vicious pseudonym, um, or whatever, hands off. All right, you heard it here first. Freddy Foreskin's mine. Okay, what are we on? F, yes, F. Right.
Yeah.
So you've got a list of um orifices. Is that the right word?
Well, look, I've just opened it, and it's. I mean, it's this
Not orifices. That's the wrong term, isn't it?
genitalia.
That's it.
I mean, this particular chapter is about the female genitalia. But so every time she mentions it, she uses a different word, and she puts the date from when it was used.
Can you, how, is
So,
there a
so for
list?
instance, this one in the first paragraph, she's talking about fanny. It's called the chapter's called "Filthy Fannies," and
Filthy fannies.
and
What?
the first, so she pipkin, which apparently was used in 1654. Mrs. Laycock, which was used in 1756. South of the Border, which was from 1945, and Madge, which was from 1785. So
When was Madge?
1785, apparently.
I've heard that as, I don't know if I'm right in saying it's fadge.
And then the bearded oyster is from 1916.
Bearded oyster.
So I mean,
It would only be called the oyster these days, wouldn't it?
possibly,
I'm
yeah,
sure
yeah,
the
with with
beard's
the
there.
with the trend of
Yeah,
let me see if I can find a.
that's hilarious, man. That's freaking hilarious.
But
Is
it's a
there,
great, yeah, it's a great book, really interesting book.
are you reading from the index? Is it in the back? You got like the
No, no,
index.
no. So every chapter,
Right.
when she refers to either a penis or a vagina, she
Right.
uses an old euphemism.
Can we just get this out of the way and move on, right? Can you just quickly, because otherwise I'm not going to let it go, and I'm going to badger you for more, but should we just get it done so we can just forget we've done it? But like, what's the male version? Have you got any guys?
Well, I'm just trying to find a chapter which refers to penises, but
Have you not read it? Have
yeah,
you
I
read it?
have. But
What?
I was
Why did you read it?
because she's amazing. She does a really good podcast,
Oh,
and she's really interesting about um yeah
s-
about sex. It's really interesting about how
can you hold it
females
up
and males.
again?
Yeah.
Can you hold the cover up again? Right, A Curious History of Sex by Kate Lister. What's he up to, matey? Can you just hold it up a bit further so I can see? What's he up to?
Well, what isn't he up to? I mean, it's all kinds of wrong, isn't it?
What's she up to? Why she's just standing there like that? It's all a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah,
So,
it's the
so
Victorians for you.
what have you learnt from reading that book?
Oh, I can't remember. It's a long time ago I started reading it. It came out a couple of years ago now.
Okay, well, look,
Do you want me to
maybe,
read it again and give you some insight?
well,
I know she's just released a new one about what is it about?
it's just like what the look,
Yeah.
Ben. What I'm going to suggest to you is I'm going to get on with the episode, right? And you just at your leisure, right?
Just drop in.
If you just have a little, if you can multitask, have a little look for some dick action in there to see what's what, and then report back. I'm going to crack on,
Okay.
right? Okay, so F, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, top of the list, and it isn't a long list really. I thought it'd be bigger. Forgiveness is at the top. It's red line because we've already done it. So if you've not listened to it, forgiveness, all right? I suspect that's probably quite a good one. I don't remember doing it. Uh,
No.
Faithful. Oh,
Faithful. Oh yeah, faithful. Sorry, yeah.
faith,
I'm not paying attention. That's why I'm
faith,
gonna put this down.
faith, faith. Now, faith, I have, see the power of media, power of popular music.
Mm-hmm.
I just have George Michael.
Yeah.
That's it. When I say faith, I don't think of God or the Bible or whatever, whatever it could be. I think of George Michael.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
is that bad?
No, it's good.
Okay.
I like George Michael.
Well, so do I.
Mm.
I like Wham,
Yeah.
Andrew Ridgeley. They were great. Have you seen their
It,
documentary?
mm.
Really good, isn't it?
It is really good.
They were great. They were really great. I think he was from Watford, wasn't he? Along with Elton.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they
These
did.
are
Yeah, they were Watford boys.
Watford boys, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on the Hertfordshire. Right. When there used to be a place I used to go down at Hampstead. That sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't it?
Did you? Yeah, yeah, it does. But
Um, it's all legit, right? So I used to go to this place. It was like a support group that I used to go to in Hampstead, right?
oh, okay.
Up at Hampstead, the High Street of the village, right? And it's above the flower shop,
Mm-hmm.
blown its cover. But it was there, right? I'm not sure if it's still there, but it used to be above the flower shop. Next to that really banging Italian restaurant that was at the bottom on the corner. Do you know where I
you
mean?
vaguely,
And it's
you are
got the
so food obsessed. You're like Chewbacca. You
oh,
just like it's like some people, like that pub, the Rose and Crown next to that one, yeah, or the Fox and Merkin or whatever it is, and then you're like, oh, that Moroccan restaurant, and then there's that Italian one.
and
oh,
and it's got I'm gonna add to it. It's got
yeah,
the crepe place on the corner. It's
okay,
world famous. Anyone that's
yeah,
listening knows Hampstead or knows North London will know the crepe stand.
mm-hmm.
All right, and you can comment on this, please do. Like, help us out here, help me out. The crepe stand, right? Anyway, opposite the crepe stand on the other side of the road, right, where they've got a really good Whole Food store. I've spent a lot of time up there, man. And back in the day, right? And slightly down the hill on the left, there's a corner. It should be an old Fuji camera place or something, like I'm sure it was a photo place or
right,
something. It was on the corner where you turn to go down to where the place was that I used to go to.
mm-hmm.
And when George Michael crashed his Range Rover into it, I don't know if that was in the papers, it was on the news.
Yeah,
He,
yeah.
he crashed his Range Rover. There was a big sort of smash on the side of the wall where he'd smashed it. Someone has got a marker or spray can and done like, Batman where they do the speech bubble thing
Yep.
with this, like that, yeah. And it said wham! Exclamation mark.
That's
Brilliant.
good. I like
Brilliant. Brilliant.
that.
Yeah. What a legend, George Michael. Another fallen brother, man.
Mm.
Another fallen brother. All right, okay, let's crack on. Right. Fear,
Mm-hmm.
forgetful. See,
Mm-hmm.
that's quite a good one. Forgetful. It's a bit, yeah, a bit unusual. Forgetful. Flexible. Firm. They could contradict each other, couldn't they? Flexible and firm. It's a bit like yin yang, isn't it?
Yeah.
Flexible, firm. Fury. Friendly, foreboding, frustration. I already know I'm going to pick Fury. I'll just skip through the others. We'll do them another time.
We're going for
Fury.
Fury.
We're going for Fury.
Oh.
We are. We're doing it. Right, I'm in. We're doing it. Right, Fury. Ben. Ben, Ben, Ben.
Wow.
Over to you. Right. Why do you think I picked Fury?
uh, because of that young guy in the car.
Yes. That's
Okay.
why. That's why. That's
Yeah.
exactly why. Yeah, it was. I like the word,
Mm-hmm.
and I might have probably gone with forgetful, flexible, firm if I hadn't had that sort of exactly what you just said. Because
Mm.
it's still it's still in my being that yesterday's event. It is. It's still in my being. I'm going to be driving it extra double cautious now. Um, whether I'm on four or two wheels, it's like, being so close to that and
Mm.
seeing how people react to it. So the guy was like reacting in a way, the shock, the adrenaline, the just the yeah, the shock of it all, the trauma response, because it's a traumatic situation that they're both in, having a head-on collision with someone,
Mm.
which I've never had, and I hope, wish, pray even that I never do. Because I don't really want to be in that situation because it was horrific to watch it.
Mm.
And I had a reaction to it. The guy had a reaction to it, and the Dutch couple had a reaction to it. And then you got all the emergency services that turn up that have a reaction to it because we're all coming from a different place. And then the other people that turned up, and by the time the police had blocked the roads off, no one could get to it. I was the only person on the scene.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like a civilian in this situation, if you want to call it that. And everyone's in this melting pot of a situation, and we're all reacting differently. Now, I was the calm one. I was the one who had reason. I was and I've had a couple of people say to me, they had the right guy turn up. The right guy was on the scene because some people might not be able to handle um, something so traumatic in the way that I could because I don't know, maybe it's my work. I'm able to deal with a little bit of chaotic,
Mm.
and people that are in a trauma response. I'm quite well versed in it.
Yep.
Because the young dude, he was in his 20s and he was freaking out. Literally, he was kicking his car with total disregard to his foot. Real anger, fury, fury. And I had to literally grab him. I wanted to do the like in the films again, bitch slap. I've never done that to someone to calm him down. That was my moment, and I felt it wasn't appropriate because I think he just needed someone just to grab him firmly and just say, "Look, mate, you're all right, okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, yeah.
You're probably well, you are. You're in shock right now. Your adrenaline's fucking jacked. Just you're not doing anyone any favors by getting angry. You've got to calm down, all right? Okay, everyone's freaking out. You're not the only one." right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, look at them, that couple, right? Look at them. Now, their response to it was there was no, it was the opposite. It was almost apathetic, you know? There was no anger. There was incredible, I think, sense of wrongdoing. You know, of course, they're on the wrong side of the road,
Mm-hmm.
but they were like, they're human, right? Now, this all leads to me, I think that, and I was talking to the police and the fire people about this, and they were backing me up 100%. Anyone listening, right? Stop fucking looking at your phone when you're driving. Get off your fucking phone. Put your phone, turn the phone off. Like, why have we got computers in our cars, man? They're not for the car. Like, if you're not sure where you're going, get a map. And don't read that when you're driving. Look at the map, study where you got to go, use your freaking brain and go there. Right? I feel like I use maps when I absolutely have to, but I don't rely on them because I don't want to keep having to glance at a map when I'm driving.
Mm-hmm.
It's dangerous, man. It
Is that
is.
what they were doing?
I don't know. But there's a million distractions that happen. And I'm not going to get into it because there was two fatalities down here the day of that festival. I was 3 hours getting to the festival. Should have taken me 30 minutes
Right.
because some guy hit, you know, when you get two lanes into one
Mm-hmm.
on a dual carriageway, when it funnels, and
Yeah.
everyone was queuing up, and it's a notorious spot, and we all know it down here. We all know it's there. So we all automatically start slowing down way before it because we know it's going to funnel. And
Yeah.
it's a 60 mile an hour limit from a 70, which is pretty fucking nuts because even at 60 mile an hour, if there's an accident, you're fucked. And that's what
Mm.
happened. The
Right.
guy, the guy didn't see the cars that were crawling along at like maybe whatever mile an hour, 20 mile an hour as they were funneling before it started to speed up again. And a guy smashed at 60 mile an hour a mother with her two kids on the back seat. The two kids died,
Oh my God, that's
and they
horrific.
were on their way down to see their dad, who's down there,
Oh my God. Yeah.
because some dude wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck? Now, if you're just hands on the steering wheel, looking ahead of you like you should be when you're driving, he would have seen that. So what was he doing? What was he doing? And the speculation is he wasn't paying attention. So what's he doing? You know, is he making a sandwich? Is he, doing a roll up? Is he, you know, looking at his phone? What's he doing? To be still driving at 60 mile an hour and smashing into, 20 mile an hour traffic that just fucked everyone. And that junt, it didn't just hit them, it hit four other cars. There was other people that had to be taken to hospital just because
Mm.
someone's not paying attention. So look, maybe this is a bit of a depressing episode for everyone to listen to, but that creates a lot of fucking suffering for a lot of people,
Mm.
right? And that's my fury.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like I mean, it's less than 24 hours, isn't it? So it sounds to me like you're still processing it as well. It sounds like you're,
Maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I am, yeah.
And there's a lot of rage in there that could have you could have been at something that was much more traumatic. I mean, it was
Well,
traumatic anyway, but it could have been, like one of those moments where you just sort of, when you're driving and it's like someone pulls out in front of you or someone, it's just like a near miss,
yeah.
and you're like, whoa, and it sort of reverberates in you, sort of, for the next 5-10 minutes where you're like trying to process that.
Mm.
Whereas that one is, you were sitting in it for an hour and a half. You're looking at the boy's car and you're like, that should have ripped him in half almost. It's yeah. I think it's quite a valid response to, if you'd been any closer, that van would have been on top of you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Or if I'd left my house 30 seconds earlier, I might have been in front of that guy. So would have been
Yeah.
in the car, things like that. You do question a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah.
But my saving grace is I was doing what I'm saying to people to do, which is slow the fuck down, drive at 40. It's not a race, don't have to get everywhere. What's the hurry?
Mm.
Time management, you
Yeah.
know, time management. Most people rush around because they're late. I've done speed awareness courses, yeah, all right, but I've been nabbed doing, 35 and a 30 or something ridiculous, or 30 and a 20 or something, right?
Yep.
And one of the things you learn on them courses is the reasons for lateness is what most people say. I was late. I was running late. That's why I'm speeding. And that's the cause of a lot of accidents. Not just
Mm.
not paying attention. Everyone's rushing around. And I think people have ADHD.
Yeah.
And we've got a bunch. Basically, we're all fucking driving around in things that can kill us all.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's fair to say there's more accidents happening at the moment because people are just in their heads too much. Not fucking paying attention. It does get me angry. Now, is fury anger? Is rage fury? Is rage anger?
Is fury a step on from anger? I'm a
I
little bit angry. I'm absolutely furious.
want to get the big book of words. I just think of Tyson Fury.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it is. By the time you've got into fury, I think you're raging, aren't you? You've gone beyond anger.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Let's have a look. What does it mean to you anyway, Ben? When was the last time you experienced fury? Real fury. I mean, fury to me sounds like a revenge thing. It's like a samurai thing, isn't it? Fury. Do you not think?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He was met with his
Furies.
assailant's fury.
Mm.
Yeah.
I can honestly say that this week has been a week where my because I don't anger easily. Like I avoid when and we've discussed this before, but I avoid confrontation if I can help it.
You're pretty placid, yeah.
Pretty placid. I'm pretty calm. I'm like you. If I'm faced with a drama, I'm tending to, right, what can we do to sort this out? Let's not hype it up further. And I think I get angry a bit. I mean, I guess a bit like what you're talking about in the situation is the injustice is when I feel stuck and when I feel like I can't do anything about the situation. Like I can see that something could be better. I can see that something could change, but I can't do anything to affect that. And I've just
Hmm.
got to sit in it. And without wanting to be too unprofessional, um, I've been sitting in that for a while. Uh, I can see how things could change and could be better, but I'm not allowed to affect that. I'm not allowed in my position to change what I think needs to be changed. And so I get very angry and very furious. And literally I do. I can feel like it's almost like a heat that rises through me. I can feel my face getting redder. And I seethe. I sit there and I seethe because I don't actually want to blurt it out. I don't want to have the full on shouting match.
Do Sorry, I just can't hold back when I wanted to say something, but keep going. I interrupted you.
So yeah, I would love to. I don't know. Do I sometimes think that sometimes people that scream and shout and stamp their feet and and are difficult get their own way, and there's other people that just sort of placate them and just go, oh yeah, okay, for an easy life, I'm just gonna go along with this. And I'm in a situation at the moment where I know things need to change, and I am frustrated at how slowly they are changing and how there feels like a real injustice. people are getting away with not doing what they should be doing.
Are you talking about students or teachers?
Uh,
You can't say you're the head of the school. Actually,
yeah, yeah.
you got
I'm
people
just trying
listening.
to be as vague as I can without naming names. But I
Yeah,
just
keep it
it's
vague.
it's it's sad. It's sad. And I get like this week has been, like I said, I was on such a high coming out of Sunday. It had been such a lovely day, hanging with my family, just chilling and just a real celebration of life. And to come back into work on Monday and just sort of crash back into this negativity and apathy, and it was just, yeah, it was quite a contrast. So I've had to
Contrast.
measure myself this week.
Okay, so contrast is the key word here because this is life.
Yeah.
Contrast. You can't just be in like one big Arsenal um
Bubble.
dessert, souffle. You can't just be in an Arsenal souffle for the rest of your life.
No,
What's a
no, that's true.
souffle? What is a souffle?
um I don't know
All
off the
right,
top of my head.
an Arsenal trifle for anyone that
Yeah,
likes trifle. An Arsenal trifle. A souffle, I'm pretty sure, is some sort of French dessert, isn't it, or something.
it sounds very French. Yeah.
Anyone at home? That help us out. Anyway, yeah, that's the nature of that's the law of life.
Mm-hmm.
That's the nature of life. Is there is suffering and there is immense joy, equal measures. We can experience both, and it's learning how to be okay with both. Is it
Yeah.
not?
Yeah, I think it is. I just think sometimes I try desperately not to, because it is the thing that gets me. It's the things when I know I can't do anything to affect it, when I can't change it.
Mm.
They're the things that get to me, because I'm like, you know, it just feels so unfair. It's like, why can't people see this is the right thing to do? Why can't people be kind? Why can't people be transparent? Why can't people do what they should do?
Yeah.
And it's really difficult when you come up against someone that is so um uh so that proves we're live. There's my hay fever kicking in. Why
How
can't
your hands? Do you need to wipe them or wash them?
I've got some
You know,
tissue here? Okay.
I'm fixating on that because it's hilarious. Because I'm the same. I get so conscious over it. Because when I see people sneeze, it's like you've got a load of snot in your hands. And I always watch to see what they're going to do with it. Does it go on your trousers? Does it go behind your trousers in your knee bit? You know, the knee bit behind your legs. You can lose stuff under there. Does it go under the armpit? Do you lick it off? Do you do
Oh,
that? Do you do that? Sorry,
um,
keep going.
keep going. Yeah. Where was I? I just, yeah. It's it is that sort of, I get it. We can't live in a world where everyone thinks exactly the same. We
Can't
can't
you?
be in that blissful state all the time where everything's perfect. I get that. And there is going to be conflict, and there is going to be uh disagreements, and all of that. I just find it really hard when people are just making life really difficult,
Mm.
and their refusal to allow any sort of compromise or any sort of conversation.
Mm.
That's what I find really hard is people who are fixated on their own sort of path. The
Agenda.
narcissists, there you go.
Yeah. All
That
right.
sort of narcissistic trait of, I'm just, it's me, it's all about me, and I'm just going to, you have to do what I say, because I
Yeah.
am the I'm in charge, and I'm going to
Okay.
do what I want to do.
Yeah. I hear you. I get you. I feel you. I get it. I had an image of you in the school when you was describing, your relationship to how you're trying to get through it all. And I just had an image of you turning into the Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the Hulk. Like, I had an ex-partner once. I'm gonna be very honest here. She called me Teen Hulk.
Teen Hulk.
Yeah, I feel right about it, don't I? But I don't know. Anyway, Teen Hulk. Because I had that little. No, I don't want to. No, And she used to take a piss out of me for it, which is quite nice because it's quite disarming for
Yeah,
her,
yeah.
for her, because I was a fucking little pain in the ass because I was still working through. There's work to do, and this is a great thing about having relationships with people, whether it's a friend or it's romantic. Is someone can, if someone really does care about you, they will very kindly illuminate the things that bother them about us. And at the time, it's like, no, I don't.
Yeah, yeah.
It's met with that. But, you know, because I have always been open, not always, but I am now, and I have been for a long time, open to growth and learning and understanding and accepting more than not accepting that, there's things that I need to continue to work on and look at in order to grow and move forward in life, be the best version of myself. Um, I can explore that stuff and work on it and improve it to the best of my ability. And that's what I've endeavored to do for quite some time and continue to do. So, it's improved a lot, where I don't have to be that little, no, I don't want to. I'm not saying that's what you need to do, but I'm just saying that's how it is for me. And yeah, Teen Hulk, anyone listening, have you got a Teen Hulk on your hands right now? Are you the Teen Hulk? What does that even mean? I mean, I imagined you turning green, your shirt, your work attire splitting open, buttons flying off,
Hmm.
and this Hulk of a man with green fucking thing just going raw and just running down the corridors going raw, just doing some sort of Hulk um, fists of fury down the corridor. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's where my head went with it when you was describing what you was doing.
See, if I'd have done that, I think that would have been healthier.
Really? What for
Yeah,
internalizing it?
yeah. I think if I'd got to a point where I could have actually expressed it, but what instead I do is I suppress it and I sit there and I doodle away in my book and I just sort of like yeah, just seethe. I just
Uh,
just build resentment.
and to add to that, and then it's like, is everything all right, Ben?
Yeah,
And you're like, yeah, I'm cool.
yeah,
Yeah, nothing.
yeah,
I'm yeah, but you sure? You seem a bit. No, no, no. I'm cool. I'm cool.
yeah,
Through gritted teeth, whilst
yeah,
you're
yeah,
containing your hulkness.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's common. Anyone relate to that one?
Mm,
I do. I do. And it's, how do we express ourselves? When we've got like that inner turmoil. When we feel troubled, when something like you're describing it as there's an injustice, and I get that because for me. I can be a right little angry little rebel, rebel with a cause. I'm gonna fucking let everyone know about it.
yeah.
And I come out with my swearing threats. I mean, I filter some of that out through here, and when I get a little bit passionate about stuff, when there's a bit of conviction in the way I see things, and it is only the way I see things of how I see things, like I think everyone should just not be in their cars with tech.
Yeah.
And I was watching that thing, and I reported into that thing about China the other time, about what they're getting up to down at their version of Silicon Valley. And it's no different. We've all got that version. It's not just on China, it's everywhere. We're
Hmm.
in this world of tech development and A lot of it is ego, and I will say is a lot male man. It's a manosphere of ego, sort of hyper ego, amplified egos that are like, I'm going to invent the best robot that everyone's ever seen, and it's going to be better than your robot kind of mentality, right? Or is that just the way I see it? But
I don't know. Yeah,
no,
I think
anyone that's listening that's in that space making stuff, just listen to what I'm saying, right? Because there's something in what I'm saying. Like we don't need like it all filters into what I'm saying. Fuck off to Mars and do it. You know, if you want to have that like techno world, do it in Mars.
yeah,
Like because it's
with Arnold Schwarzenegger and his fake
like in the movies,
head.
man.
Yeah, yeah,
Because this planet we live in is like it's an organic planet, man. It's not compatible with all this fucking robot shit, in my opinion. It's just my opinion, it's the way I see it, right? And I'm entitled to that. And because I am. And one of the things that I feel like I want to do, this is in line with Fury, is how do we express ourselves? So do you know what I want to do? I'm going to buy a baseball bat.
okay,
And I'm going to, any robots come my way, I'm taking their fucking head off. You know, it's going to be, have you ever seen C3PO's head get batted off?
yes.
Have you?
Have I seen it bat and bat off? Yeah, he falls apart, doesn't he? In Empire Strikes Back.
Well, not
And
with a baseball bat.
no, no, it's true. But
Uh,
he gets carried around by Chewbacca, doesn't he?
oh, yeah. But, you know, look, you know, there's a little bit of satire in what I'm saying, but there's also a little bit of seriousness, you know? That's how I feel about it. I don't know about you lot listening, but I feel like I get quite I get quite ruffled by tech. The fact that there's a dependence on it. Like everything we've got to do is tech. There's always like you got to do this and you got to do that to be able to get to this point in your life because of this and simple little tasks like, you know, even your banking or, you know, doing an application or if you want to be somewhere or go somewhere, it's all tech. Everything is tech.
Yep. So I
And
was I
and it kind of makes you, or no, makes you. It makes me. Maybe it does make you. I don't know what you feel, but I know what I feel. It makes me feel out of sorts. It
mm,
doesn't feel organic to me, right? And that's where my a lot of my sort of residual that kind of like anger sits for me. Is like is a feeling of like destroy.
yeah, yeah.
And that's why I said about the baseball bat. I feel like I want to get a baseball bat and smash the shit out of all the fucking
C3POs.
drones that are flying. Like any drones that come and meet my baseball bat. Come and fly your drone towards me. Getting closer. Have a look at what I'm holding. Smash. That's how I feel like I want to express myself. Not humans. I don't want to hurt my fellow humans. I don't want to hurt the fellow humans. These 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 people that have got this mission to make the world's most techie thing, Gizmo. That's you know because they can. You know, I don't want to harm them because they're my fellow humans and they're just doing what they think they need to do, and that's up to them, right? But it's not compatible with my world and my life and the way I see things. So fly your drones down to me, and I'll smash them with my bat.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
You have, you have a fury at drones.
Drone
So
Fury. It's a
so
thing.
yeah, yeah.
Drone Fury Anonymous.
Drone Fury
Hi
Anonymous.
everyone, my name's Dave, and I've got Drone Fury.
DFA.
Um, I'm gonna be honest. I did smash a few drones yesterday.
I was watching this morning. I've talked about him before, but Jonathan Haidt. He's an author and a professor, I think. He's definitely someone that does research. But he's the one that wrote the Anxiety Generation book that I talked about before,
Yeah.
and he was saying about how school is also it's one of the most important aspects of school isn't your algebra and your Shakespeare.
Is it? I thought it was.
it's the connection, it's the social connections, it's building relationships. That is where you learn to understand how to work with your peers, how to work with adults. How do you learn to work with different groups of people, how you socialize. And he was talking about Sweden, who, when the whole screen revolution happened, 2010, they were one of the first countries to just jump on it. And they were like, literally every kid had an iPad, right from,
Sweden.
yeah, yeah,
I'm
right.
amazed at
Yeah,
Sweden.
yeah, right from primary, everything was like, we're going full on tech. We're gonna just, we're gonna get everybody on this. This is how education is going. This is the future. And they've now absolutely, completely dialed back. They've now gone to a point where it's like, no, we are going back to books and paper and
Good,
writing and taking the screens out of the classroom,
good.
because screens are about, you know 30-second information bites. They are about playing games. They're not about learning necessarily. I think there is there's space, but I think when we are young and when we are still in that sort of formative space, we need we need to be able to connect, and we need to be able to build motor skills. We need to be able to work in an analog way, so that when we are presented with a screen, we know what to do with it. Because there's nothing wrong per se with the robot. There's nothing wrong with any of this stuff if you look at it as a tool. If you look at it as, right, what am I trying to do? What am I going to get from this? What am I using it for? What am I putting in, and what do I want to get out? But
Yeah,
when you're using it because you don't know what you're putting in and you don't know what you want to get out, it's
yeah,
just, I'm just going to use this to fill the void. That's the problem.
yeah, absolutely. So look, my drone rant, right? Some of the most amazing cinematography that you will ever see um, can be captured on a drone, right? So I'm not
Yeah,
knocking
yeah,
that. Like,
yeah, yeah.
I don't want to smash that drone.
Okay.
I'm talking about the drones that are now delivering stuff to people, or the drones that are now being weaponized for war, stuff like
Mm.
that. Like that's the stuff that I've got a thing with. It's like same with robots, right? Yeah, I probably would smash every robot that would come near me, but if one presented itself and said, "Hello, Dave. I'm a good robot. I help people. You know, I can assist in helping people." And da, 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 da. I'll be like, "Oh, nice one. Okay, keep
Would
your head
you
on
would you would you
keep
have a
keep
robot sidekick?
keep your head on your shoulders, mate. You're all
Would
right."
you would you be like Buck Rogers and have a, what was Buck Rogers sidekick
Buck,
called?
Buck Rogers.
Buck Rogers.
Blakey. No, not Blake. That's Blake Seven.
wasn't
Bucky.
Bla- wasn't
Bucky.
Blakey the guy off the buses, on the buses? I'll
Blakey.
get
Yeah,
you,
yeah, yeah.
Blakey.
I'll get you, Blakey.
Now
Um,
that's a mashup. Buck
Buck.
Rogers and Blakey.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You can imagine that. Fucking hell, that'd be pretty mad, wouldn't it?
Mm.
Um, Bucky. I think it was Bucky. Hang
Okay.
on. What was the show?
Buck Rogers.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Bucky then.
No, that was Bucky, was Captain America's sidekick.
I don't know. Again, anyone that wants to drop us a comment, please do. Let us know who the fuck we're trying to talk about. So, yeah, where was we with that?
I don't know.
The good and bad of tech and drones. But why are we focusing on this for Fury? We're on Fury, man.
Because it's what makes you furious.
Partially, yeah. Look, I got the Fury thing up, right? Let me actually read it. What we know, what the book says about it, right? The big book of words. Yeah, big book of words.
Yeah.
British Institution of Words says fury. Okay, extreme anger. All right, extreme anger. So what's rage then?
Is that not extreme anger too?
Hang on, I feel compelled just to compare, just so we're clear. Right, hang on a minute. Razzle. Oh, it's a nice word. What's razzle mean? out celebrating or enjoying yourself. Razzle dazzle.
I'm on the Raz.
What a great word. Anyone that's in America listening or anywhere that's not Britain, we use this, we do use it, don't we?
Hmm.
Is it like still used? It's not like a young person's thing, is it? Going out on a
No.
Raz tonight. Isn't that more of an 80s thing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Raz, going on a
yeah.
razzle, razzle dazzle. Sounds a bit Paddy McGuinness, doesn't it?
It does a little bit, yeah. Phoenix Nights.
Yeah. All right, what was I looking up? Rage.
Rage. So fury is extreme anger, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ragamuffin. Person in ragged, dirty clothes.
Nice.
Rage. Violent. Oh, there we go. So violent, uncontrollable anger. Right. So that's rage. Right. So anyone listening, right, we're just gonna, if you're sort of anticipating, you're like, oh, yeah, I'm definitely got some mad shit going on, right? So you know, right? If you have violent, uncontrollable anger, that's your rage.
So that's more Hulk smash.
Yeah, violent. You're smashing stuff. You could probably kill someone, harm someone. Uncontrollable anger. So there's like a blind fury to it. Oh, blind fury. That's
Ooh,
um. Okay. And then the fury is extreme anger, and then it says extreme strength or violence. Again, Hulk-like strength.
mm,
Extreme strength or violence. So again, it has violence as part of it. Okay. Example: the fury of a gathering storm,
ooh,
and or the storm was raging,
okay.
raging horn. There's so many different There's so many different examples.
You couldn't say a furious horn, though, could you?
The fury, the fury of the horn,
It's very different.
horn fury. I don't know. Um, and then example: Greek mythology, three goddesses who punished people for doing wrong. The Furies, the three Furies.
Hmm.
Did you know that?
I knew there was something about the Furies. So
The
did
three
they
Furies.
what were they
Sounds,
called?
sounds like a band, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
The three Fu
Sandra, Bethany, and Emma.
Emma. The three goddesses who punish people for wrongdoing, for doing wrong. Yeah. Fury. So I've had to do a lot of anger work. I've had to do a lot of rage work, and I've definitely had fury. Still can have it all. Not
And
exempt
when
from that.
when you are furious, when you have that energy, where do you put it? Are you someone that does shout and scream and punch and end up in violent conflict, or are you someone that buries it and yeah,
I'm
doesn't
gonna,
know
I'm
where to
gonna,
put it?
I'm gonna give you an example, right? And
Yeah.
I'm being really honest now, okay? So I have got, a mattress protector.
Right.
I
Okay.
was ta- I was talking to the woman in the place I bought it from because I got the wrong one. And this is part of my thing, part of the little my little tantrum I had, right? I don't want to say
Okay.
this is fury, but let me give you an example of how it can escalate,
Yeah.
right? Because I think this is important for everyone listening, right? Because don't be one of them little fucking snides. It's like, oh, don't get like this. And it's like, yeah, everyone around you knows you do. Just fucking own it, all right? So, because no one's perfect, right? We're all fallible, right? And I am too, right? And I can present I'm all calm and collected and zen-like, right? And stoic, which I am, and I can be a lot of the time, most of the time.
Hmm.
But I too can be affected by life as it happens. And it's perspective, as always. And this is what I was saying to the lady when I returned my mattress protector, because I bought the king size one because I've got a king bed, and I thought it was a fitted one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you got your mattress. You put your mattress cover on there. I've got a waterproof one, not because I need to, just in case. You never know. Hot, steamy nights in the summer,
Okay.
bit sweaty maybe,
Hmm.
or not. Don't think urination, right? None of that. It's
Yep.
just a waterproof mattress. You never know if you're going to get spillages. Okay.
It's good to know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Or you leave your window open and a bit of rain splashes in. All right. So I've got got a waterproof
I
mattress.
think you're trying to defend this too
I've
much.
got a
You've made
waterproof.
up too many excuses.
I'm covering up all the scenarios, man. So, because sometimes I wake up in the night, I always have my water flask with me, canister, like one of these, and
Yeah.
I'll pull the lid off, and sometimes, I'm half asleep, and it freaking ends up on my mattress, man.
Okay.
So, anyway, so mattress, mattress protector,
Yep.
sheet,
Yep.
duvet, right?
Hmm.
So I change my own bed linen because I do it, right? I have done, my mum taught me well, actually. That's one of the great things that mum taught us was, you are responsible for doing your own linen, bedding, strip bedding, you
Hmm.
know, at
What,
some
what,
point.
no one else is going to do it in your house.
Yeah, when I was young though,
Oh, right. Okay.
yeah. So, yeah, little chores like washing up,
Right. Okay.
helping out with bringing dirty washing down, stuff like that, right? So strip your own bed, make your own bed.
Right. Okay.
So anyone listening, if you're a parent and get your kids to do it, man. You shouldn't be doing it for them all the time. There's a point where you've got to get them to do it.
They're busy on screens, Dave. They
Yeah,
can't do these things.
fuck your screens. Throw the screen out the window, man. Take a baseball bat to
Okay.
it. Anyway, I noticed that my mattress cover was flaky. The materials just flaking off. It was the materials just flaking off.
Okay.
So it's just old. I needed a new one. So I went and got one. So I scrunched that one up, that went in the bin, and I went and got a new one. And the mattress holder I thought was fitted like my old one. I thought it was the
Yep.
same one, but it wasn't. It wasn't until I came home, and that day I did all my laundry. So I had fresh linen on, and I was all excited, and I'd had a shower, and I was like, when you're making your bed and it's all clean, it's lovely. I don't know about you, but I love that when you've got fresh linen sheets, and it's just best place to be in the world is your bed. It's nice,
Hmm.
right? When you want to sleep. So I went to put my mattress cover on, realised it wasn't fitted,
Oh, no.
and that started something.
Did that tip you over the edge?
It started something, man. It was
Did.
so because what I did, I spent about 5 minutes trying all the different variations of trying to secure it in, right? Plus, with putting the sheet on top and trying to fix it with the fitted sheet on top of the not fitted mattress holder. Now, look, I'm talking through this, and can you see how just fucking stupid this is and trivial
Hmm.
and meaningless in the grand scheme of things,
Yeah, but
right?
you've also said that one of your favourite feelings, and I think a lot of people will share this, is getting into a clean bed. It's like if
Yeah,
you're looking forward to something
I
that
am.
that good
Yeah,
and it's taken away from you.
yeah, but there's some control issues coming in. I'm going to
Okay.
be honest, right? Because I like to I like to feel like everything's in flow. I
Hmm.
like that. My life feels like that a lot. When it's not, I also have to navigate life when it throws curveballs at you. Is it an inconvenience or is there something I can learn from this?
Yeah.
Right? Now, in this instance, I was getting annoyed, to put it mildly, right? Because I was also hungry.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
what I was trying to do is do all my linen and I was going to make my food,
And we
right?
know food is very important to you.
It is, right? So again, this is very this is for everyone because I'm illuminating a lot of facts here,
Okay.
a lot of features, right? So let's unpack this. I'm hungry, right? I want to eat. Now, when I feel like that, I find some tasks like challenging. Whereas if I was not hungry and I'd eaten, I'd find it easier. I'd have more
Yeah.
patience. There's an impatience that comes with feeling like I need to eat.
Hmm.
All right. And it's not because I'm like some overeater who needs his next fix. It's like my evening meal that is significant that I always eat was missing, and I was
Yep.
hungry, and I was yet to do it and prepare it. And I thought it's going to be a simple task of just fitting on my fitted mattress, putting my fitted sheet on top, putting my duvet back on the bed, and going, yes, look forward to getting to that later. I'm going to now prepare my food so I can have a lovely food meal
Yep. Yep.
and line my stomach
Hmm.
and relax,
Okay.
right? Because it's been a
Hmm.
long day. And I was trying to get the fucking corners fixed on this non-fitted mattress holder,
Yep.
and they weren't staying in place. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that Rupert, I'm conscious that Rupert's out in the hallway somewhere going, oh God, here he goes. He's about to fucking go off on one again, you know? That's what he's thinking. Because
Does
he
does
can
Ru
tell in
does
he can tell in my demeanor. I'm
does
starting to,
Rupert get it? Does Rupert get the
yeah.
main brunt of it?
So he bears witness to me getting my swearing Tourette's. So it starts as
Okay.
swearing Tourette's, right? So it's like, and normally it's like mudder. You know, I start
Hmm.
coming out with all these really, basic, the classics.
Yeah.
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 And I start sounding like Tony Soprano.
The bearded oyster. You just throw them all
Yeah,
out there.
yeah. All of that, all of that. And so it starts to escalate, and it becomes so escalated that I end up just tearing the freaking thing off,
Yeah.
throwing it on the floor, realizing then I've got to like then there's some sort of recall. Like I come out of the fog and
Yeah.
sort of give myself a little bitch slap, and this is the key for me is just catching it as quick as I can. I'm not punching walls. I'm not slamming doors. I'm not ripping the wallpaper off the walls. I'm not like, pulling my eyelashes out and my fucking eyelids. I'm not doing any of that.
We don't have to contact the Cat Protection League or anything.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
not
not.
like
I'm not.
Rupert's getting
I'm not like stomping around the house going, "Where is it? I need to take it out on Rupert." None of that.
the home for
It
battered cats, you
it's
know.
just my demeanor, my temperament goes from like calm and collected and zen to like fucking furious. Like, and I'm just like, I catch myself. It's not something I'm going to hold on to. And then it's like, I'm going to pull the kitchen knife out from the drawer, get the chopping board out, and start hacking away at an onion.
Yeah.
It's not like a basic instinct with the ice pick moment.
Yeah.
None of that. It's not that. Okay. Because I've got the ability to catch it and pull myself back and to self regulate. And to normally what will happen is I will make myself, I'll turn it into me being a dick. I'll go,
Yeah.
stop being a fucking dick, Dave. What a fucking, it don't matter. It's a fucking mattress cover. I can just not have it on tonight. I'll go and change it tomorrow morning or tomorrow or
Just be
whenever.
really careful with your water in bed and don't leave any windows open in case it rains.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Yes. All of that. Yeah, definitely. Safeguarding my mattress and my sheets, right? So I've snapped it back in place. I
Yeah.
get back to where I need to be. And normally it's because I'm holding my breath and I'm not breathing.
Hmm.
And I can calm down. Just take a moment, walk away from the situation. It's all right. And then I'm picking up the mattress cover on the floor, which I kind of nearly did a Hulk with,
Mm.
but I didn't. And and I kind of laugh at it. I laugh at myself being such a fucking idiot and dick about it, and I diffuse it. Anyway, fast forward when I'm returning it, and I
Okay.
and I'm speaking to the lovely woman, and I
Yeah.
and I was like, she goes, "Oh, was it not right?" And I was like, "Yeah, no." And I'm thinking, I've got to fucking share this with someone, man. I've got to share it. That's what I'm like now. I have to share this stuff
Yeah.
because I like to be honest about it with someone, like I'm sharing with everyone here now about it, because that's how I process it, and the more I do that, the more I can laugh at it and see that it's just silly and it's stupid, and it's okay to actually get like that, because I'm not like I don't want to be one of those people that's kind of like completely disconnected from his full range of emotions that he can experience. There's nothing wrong with getting a little bit furious and angry over a fucking mattress cover. It's stupid and it's irrelevant. It's just silly in the grand scheme of things. Like I was saying to the woman, I can't believe I was getting so bent out of shape and twisted over me not being able to fit this mattress. And I walked her through it. And she was laughing because I said, them bloody elastic band things that you're meant to put over the corners, they don't fit on. What's the fucking point of having them on? I really went into one about it. I was like, it's like false economy. They shouldn't even sell these because they don't work. And I was starting to reverberate my kerfuffle against her.
Yeah,
And she
yeah.
was looking at me as if to say, what the fuck? You need to get a life, mate. But, laughing about it like we are now, or like I am, seeing the silliness of it. And it's okay. It's when you get really angry, really bent out of shape and furious, you hold on to it. And then, like I say, I go into the kitchen, I start chopping fucking onions. I cut my finger off probably because I'm not concentrating because I'm still in that blind fury fucking anxiety shit.
Hmm.
And I'm not calming myself down. I'm not breathing. I'm not self-regulating. I'm not able to let it go. And I'm lying in my bed late at night with a fucking bandage on my finger where I've cut my finger off, chopping my onion and I'm bleeding out all over my fucking mattress, which has not got a mattress cover on. Get even more angry. Do you know what I mean?
do, do,
So,
you, do you think if that, because you can diffuse a situation, because you can laugh at yourself and say, I'm being stupid and ridiculous, because it's you, do you think there's a big difference between when another person is when it's another human that is driving that furiousness, when it's someone else that you can't do anything about, you can't. That's what I'm struggling with at the moment. Is I am furious with other human beings in a certain situation, and I can't let it go. I can't. It's not stupid. It's not a mattress cover. It's people being stupid. It is
yeah,
it that there is stupidity there, but they're not gonna.
I'm the same with the cars.
Yeah,
People are driving. We all can share this. Everyone listening, you know what I'm saying. Every day we bear witness to people being fucking idiots on the
yeah,
road, and
yeah,
we're on the fucking road. People die.
yeah,
Sort your shit out, but yet people still fucking. I see them texting whilst they're doing 60 mile an hour.
yeah. It's I find it much more difficult to let it go when I know. Uh, it sounds really big headed, but it's more like I know I can do it better. It's like
I get
it's
it.
and that's it is a stupid situation. It's stupid people being stupid, but I can't.
Unqualified
But I
sometimes.
can't stop them
Yeah.
being stupid, and I can't just let it go. And I find that's when I really the that's when I get really angry. That's when the furiousness really grips me, and I want to,
Okay.
you
So
know,
they win. All right. So they win.
yeah,
They win.
yeah,
They win. So what it is, right, is I said unqualified. Some people are unqualified to be doing the things they're doing. Like a lot of the people that are in positions of power, in my opinion, are not necessarily qualified to do it, right?
mm-hmm,
And that could be anything from a football manager, a CEO in a blue chip company or a head of state or something. You know what I mean? There's people that are in positions of power that it's questionable, right? And there's a lot of evidence to support that, right?
mm-hmm,
That's not me saying it, and there's a lot of evidence out there that can support that, right? And and that's just the way I see it. That's my interpretation of it. Doesn't mean it's right. It's just the way I see it. And um, But we always use the term skillful, unskillful, right? Or qualified, unqualified, right? But
Yeah, yeah,
I prefer skillful,
yeah.
unskillful. Now I'm with you on that. I know my skill set, and I know that I'm more skillful than other people in certain things,
Mm-hmm.
where they demonstrate that they are in fact unskillful. It's just there's evidence that supports it, right? And there's a lot of other people that can see it as well, right? So that's not you being big-headed. That's just the way it is, and that's everywhere in life. Like I know I'm a more skillful driver than a lot of people I have to share the road with.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way it is. Got a lot of evidence that fucking can prove that, right? So I'm not alone, and it doesn't make me better than anyone. It just means that I've got certain skill set and awareness that I use and practice because I'm present enough to do it.
Yeah,
It's all about consciousness.
yeah, yeah.
Are you dialed in or not? Are you conscious? Are you paying attention or not? Most people are so fucking distracted. How can you be skillful? Even if you are skillful, they're not demonstrating their skill because they're too fucking distracted. So the best we can hope for when someone's being unskillful and it's dangerous, whether it's on the road or in a school situation where you're meant to be safeguarding people's welfare and well-being, it still can be dangerous. It can be at someone's detriment
Mm-hmm.
or whatever version you want to see of that. When someone is being unskillful and not using skills in an appropriate way, and we are skillful, and we can see what they're doing is unskillful, we can flag it, we can bring it up, we can call it out, we can shine a whopping great light on it, we can report it, we can shout from the fucking rooftops about it, but it ain't going to change their behaviour unless they're prepared to do it.
Yeah.
And most people, I'm going to say most people, don't give a fuck. Otherwise, they would. They wouldn't even be like that. They would be skillful. You wouldn't have to have that conversation. So you can. I feel like we've got every right for. We have to share our truth. We have to speak up. We have to be the ones that say, "Mate, that thing you're doing is really unskillful and it affects us in this way. You know, please, can you just reflect on that and maybe do something with it?" Now,
Mm-hmm.
if they can't receive that information and they can't acknowledge it or do something about it, then what do we do with that? Do we get a baseball bat and just, or do we start smashing things, not them, but things to make a point, to demonstrate how angry we are and do some sort of fury protest and smash dustbin lids together next to their ears, for example? Or do we just, how can we change our relationship to what it's doing to us? What it's doing to us. What's our part in it? We know what their part is. We know what their part is. That's obvious. What's our part? My part is what I described with the mattress cover. Why am I allowing myself to get fucking bothered by this shit? And I need to change that response. Because I have power over that response. I don't have power over the fact that my mattress holder hasn't got fucking straps on. So my response is I go and change it, get the right one. So if you've got someone on your staff that's not doing something skillfully, then you have the power to remove that person and put someone else there that has the the the, the willingness, the care of duty, the skillfulness, the qualification, and the presence to do it. That's one example.
Interesting.
Comprende?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah, I wish it was that simple, but yeah, I do.
Um,
I think it's what is making me think of is this when you're in a situation where you have absolute where you don't have the power to do those things that you just said. If it was simple as like, right, you're not doing your job properly, off you go. Let's find someone that can do it properly. It's when you are stuck in a situation that is you aren't the person in control, and that frustration builds into anger and resentment and fury. Then where does that energy go? And I can't remember what TV series it was, but I remember them going to like a junkyard, and they had they took baseball bats and golf clubs, and they just went and they smashed the hell out of stuff.
Great thing to do.
Yeah, and I just think sometimes I think it also made me think about teenagers. Teenagers can be incredibly destructive. That's what teenagers do, is that they break stuff and they're really disrespectful, and they're like, and I just wonder sometimes whether that's a result of the fact that they're powerless at that age. It's like I
Yeah,
can't
it
really affect anything, so I'm just going to break it,
100%. I
you know.
relate. I
And
relate.
it's and I just think it's all of that is like, maybe what I need to do is just go and get stuff to break and smash up.
There's the jilted generations that will always be. Punk movement. We always cover this sort of stuff, man. Music reflects it. Film reflects it. The arts reflect it greatly. A lot of extreme sports can reflect an outlet. People that do many different things, like life on the edge.
Mm,
How can we diffuse this sort of trapped energy, or angst that we may feel, or whatever it is that we feel we need to distribute in a healthy way. And maybe I think you're onto something. I had that growing up. Jilted generation. I was part of that. We used to take a tablet to help with that one. You know, Substances are great for that, but they only get you so far before they stop working, and then it
mm,
becomes a nightmare for you. But yeah, I mean the jilted generations, man. I mean, look, we're all at the mercy of what you're highlighting. We're all at the mercy of that the world over at the moment, where we feel like we are the jilted um, human race for the most part.
mm,
Who can honestly say that the world we live in and the planet we're on right now is a good place to be? It's a beautiful, beautiful planet, and it's the land, the oceans, but we're destroying it. And
mm,
and I keep saying about this whole fuck off to Mars and go and do your thing over there, because leave this alone. Let it reset. Let us all calm down. Let's reel it in. Let's slow down. Let's get off the bullet train, man. Let's go back into the fields. Yeah, where we can all drop our shoulders and breathe and relax. And, yeah, we're going to get angry if the crop doesn't take that year. Or, my tomato plants don't provide that year. And I was like, oh, I was hoping for tomatoes this year. Oh, well, I'm going to have to buy some now, you know, kind of thing.
Gonna
But you,
have to import them from Spain.
Yeah, but you're right. How are we distributing the angst that we feel, which can quite easily convert into fury and blind rage and anger and extreme fury, like the
Mm,
storm.
yeah,
There's a storm brewing, man, and
yeah,
we're all
yeah.
in that storm. We're all in it. And like the storm, the great storm, we are powerless over the nature of that storm because that storm is running freely, and we've got no sense of being able to have an influence on that storm.
Mm,
So the best we can hope for is we create our own little weather system, our own ecosystems. That's all we can hope for. That's the best we can do. I believe it always comes back to that. What's my part? What's my role in this? Or, do I watch the news feed and social media feeds and just get more and more fucking angry about the world that I'm living in, and more distressed, and just regurgitate all of that anger? I only need to process things a handful of times and I let it go. I share about it a handful of times and I let it go. Move on.
yeah.
That's what I think. I feel like we're coming to a natural end of this. This is a big one, and we're just getting warmed up because I could just reel off a million stories of how I used to be that teen Hulk, and how I used to try and navigate my anger, my rage, my fury. But I feel like I've captured enough to, I don't need to dwell on that past stuff. I'm here now, and this is the best that I have, and this is the worst it can get is me getting a trifle, a trifle furious over trying to get my
Tribal furious.
over my over my mattress cover. I mean, there's so many things like that every single day. Like when I was trying to take the wiring out of my indicator lights, you know, and I
Mm,
kept hitting the wall with it. I was getting a little bit angry.
mm.
Get a little bit angry. Swearing threats. But then I reel it in again. I have to catch myself as quickly as possible. It all comes down to mindfulness, presence, paying attention. Am I paying attention or not? You know, self introspection. We're all about that. You know, what's my part in this? How can I change this part of me which I'm not happy about? I don't want to feel anger all the time. It's not healthy. It's not attractive. It's not cool. But it's okay to feel it because it's part of life. We're going to get angry. We're going to feel furious. But how are we expressing it in a healthy way where it's not at our detriment, others, and the planet? That's all
Mm.
it ever comes back to. What's my part? Take accountability for it. Sort your shit out. What do you think, Mr. Rice?
Yeah, no, I think it's interesting. It's an interesting one that we landed on this week. It feels very pertinent, and yeah, I'm intrigued as to what I do with this fury, this furious energy, and the storm needs to rage, and then yeah, and then after the storm comes calm. So it's processing that energy, like you said, and finding a healthy way of processing it.
It's okay to be angry, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
have a bitch about it, you know,
Mm.
have a rant.
But don't let it don't
Yeah.
stay in the storm. Don't let it consume you.
To end on this, right, I turned up at the festival last Saturday after being, last Friday after queuing up, like
Mm-hmm.
get 3 hours, right? And I'm driving along towards the accreditation bit where you get your wristband thing. And I see my mate, Rich. And I was like, Rich, fuck, man, good to see you. I was like, fuck it, it's taken me 3 hours to get here because he knew I was late. I was late
Mm.
getting there. I was like, it's taken me 3 hours to get here. I only live right up the road. And I was having a little bit of a like, just, you know, telling him, but I was, you know, getting a bit like just letting it off my chest because I hadn't seen anyone. This fucking hippie, and I will call him a hippie, fucking hippies. Um, you know, he's all on the like, you know, barefoot love, fucking. He's stoned out of his mind, and that's not a judgment because I was in one of the tents with him later on in the day, and he was getting off his crackers on weed, man. So
Mm-hmm.
he was, you know, I'm not stupid. I know he was off his crackers on weed,
Mm-hmm.
and he was going, "Oh man, don't be shouting here, man. Don't be, you know, leave that here, leave it at the car park, man." And I was like, mate, let me have my rant, man. I need my rant. I've just been sitting in traffic for 3 hours. Like, don't tell me I can't have a rant. Let me have my rant. Like, I said that to him. And I thought, fucking hippie.
You were furious at hippies.
I love hippies, man. They're my kind of people.
Yeah,
But don't let me have my rant. That's my point. Let me have my rant. I need my rant. It's okay
yeah,
to have a little rant, man. It's not, no one likes someone that's ranting all the time. But you need your rants. It's we need to do that over a cup of tea in England. We need to have a little rant now and again.
yeah.
It's what got us through the war.
Just a little rant.
So have your rants, man. Get it off your
Okay.
chest, but don't sit in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Don't keep regurgitating it. It's only so much you need to process. Move on. Let it go.
Yeah.
Change it. How can I change my response to it? What do I need to change in me and in my life so I'm not attaching to all this shit all the time?
Mm.
That's what I say. All right, man. You
Okay,
good?
man. Amazing. Apart from
Right.
my hay fever,
Okay.
I apologise to all listeners for my snottiness.
Yeah. Well, don't know
Just
what to
shows
suggest.
how live we are, and how
Yeah,
unedited and raw.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's all good. It's all good. You're fine. You're fine. Sound a little bit nasal, that's it. All right. I hope you feel better soon and have a great rest of your day. And
Thanks so much. Enjoy your festival.
thank you, thank you. And
Say hello to Beth for me.
I will, I will. It's gonna be windy. It's gonna be wet. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be good.
Okay.
Hopefully, it doesn't take me 3 hours to get there.
Yeah.
If I see anyone, if I have to come across anything today on the roads, it's
Yeah.
gonna tip me over the edge, man. I'm feeling fragile.
Yeah.
All right, take care. I'll see you on the next one, man.
See you then.
See you later. Bye bye.
Take care.